Dadgummit, welcome. This is a curveball.
It's a pretty big curveball, man.
All right,
Threw me for a loop.
so Patrick Johnson. Patrick Johnson is my buddy, and we were just chilling, and we were having some whiskey. Just a couple. Honestly, just one pour so far.
Yeah, one pour. What was it?
It was Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond 7-year.
That's a bourbon.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, we were talking, and I was like, I don't know your bourbon story. All I know is that you're an actor. You were like Arnold Schwarzenegger's son in Sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
Like legit. You were in Mean Girls too.
Mm-hmm.
What else were you in?
Let's see. Recently, I was in a film. It's on Amazon right now called County Line.
County Line. Okay. And
Second...
you're one of the... Wait, hang on. Just so y'all all know out there, this dude right here has an agent. Or had an agent? Had?
No, yeah. Agent. I have a couple agents.
He has a couple agents. I don't know if you know.
So...
Dude, that's legit.
So
like,
bad,
I don't have an agent?
You have an agent.
Okay, well, that's the mother of my children.
Yeah.
That's a whole different...
Keeps you in check, though. You know?
She does write checks.
Okay.
Right. Anyway, all right, so you're an actor.
Mm-hmm.
You were in LA. You came back to Nashville.
Right.
Now we're hanging out so much, and I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it, especially because Taylor's awesome too. And my kids love both of you. All right, so here's the deal. So I had never heard your story, so I was like, okay, let's just go on here and do like, how did you get started in Whiskey Story? Because we weren't bored, we were working.
Yeah, we were working.
But then we got bored.
And
so we're just doing this for like 10 minutes.
You want to see my whiskey stash?
That's what. Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
No, you had already seen it. You wanted Taylor to see it.
My wife, she's off camera, right? She's incredible.
Wife of 6 years.
All right, so story. My brother is a big Scotch guy, and I'm a beer guy. And I was at his house. He also raises bison, so I guess that matches perfectly.
He's got a better beard than you.
Far better.
Right.
So we're drinking one night, and he's like, "Dude, you want some Scotch?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take some Scotch. I've never had it." And he pours Lagavulin, which is an incredible first pour for me to have. Like that I would remember, because I've had like outings where I've had some Scotch.
Lagavulin?
Lagavulin.
Lagavulin?
Lagalulin?
Lagavulin?
Lagalilin. It's something.
Do
you have Lagavulin here?
Zero chance.
Now, hold on.
Dude, zero chance.
Before we get on this,
I don't know if you know this or not. I don't think there's a single Scotch behind you.
Now explain why.
I don't like malt peat. I can get behind a smoke. Like with mezcal and some smokier Scotch, I can get behind it, but it's nothing that I prefer over, the whiskeys behind you. There's not a single. Well, no, I take that back. There's because we buy so many bottles and we review so many bottles. I have bottles that I don't love on this shelf, but I keep them around just for people to try. So I would say that there are some worse whiskeys than the best Scotch I've ever had. There's some worse ones in there, but not many. Like I just prefer bourbon and I prefer rye. I don't love the maltier whiskeys that's not Scotch. They're still called, bourbon, but they just have a higher malt mash bill. I actually don't prefer those either. There's a couple of distilleries really close to here that do that.
I feel like Scotch is too, like, it's almost culty. Is that weird to say? It's like
culty?
Bourbon. Yeah, because like,
dude, it's been around. Yeah, it's like older. It's like way older.
Like a thing. Like, I don't know if it's like a man thing or if it's like, but it is. Like when I see someone that's like, I drink Scotch, I'm like, dude, that's so cool, man. Like, I don't have a personal preference because I guess my palate isn't as strong. I don't know. Like, I love rye. I like something that has a kick, then it also burns like my chest.
Yeah.
A double rye, like High West, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I was telling you about that, but that happened in a Ralph's in Los Angeles. So after I had the first pour.
Okay, so you were a Scotch guy first.
Well, yeah, that's
because of your brother.
Yep. And he was like, don't go with Scotch. It's very expensive.
Right,
He's
right.
like, but this is a good way to start. And he loves mezcal.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mentioned tequila, and he's like, I like mezcal. I was like, I don't know the difference. I'm sure there is.
It's something like all tequila is mezcal or something like that.
It's kind of like how whiskey and bourbon.
It's like
ish.
it's in between stage or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. So he was like, go out, try some different whiskeys. I was like, all right. We went to a whiskey bar, tried a couple things. I don't remember the names of what I had. I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm a beer drinker. So I'm like, in my head, I was like, I just want to be able to sip it all night long and feel good.
Yeah.
And then I went into a Ralph's, told the guy my story about the same thing. I was like, oh, I had Lagavulin. And he's like, what do you like? I was like, I like it to burn. I want to burn. He's like, you're going to like rye. And from that moment on, I don't know why, he gave me High West.
You probably said something like, I want something spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah. Something spicy, but
yeah,
it had like a kick
rye's
in my
got
throat.
this spicy, like
real
big, powerful note to it.
But there was one you gave me the other night when we did the little event. It's something that it wasn't Four Roses.
The little event.
Yeah, that we did. We were doing for the wedding stuff. We're doing an event. The meet and greet.
Oh yes.
You gave me something. It wasn't Four Roses.
Okay, so yeah. So I've told a bunch of people that I when I go do the wedding stuff at the booth,
it's genius.
I take a bunch of
genius
bourbons.
It's a good way to be like, hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what were the three that you brought?
Okay, so I brought Jack Daniel's Sinatra. I brought Blanton's. I
think it was Blanton's because it wasn't Four Roses.
Wasn't the four? I thought I had a rye there.
I don't know. We can do a taste real quick.
Yeah.
Let's do a taste.
Okay, so you're a big rye guy.
I love rye.
Have you ever had what do you think is the most expensive rye you've ever had?
I don't know.
Like for a bottle of it. Like that you've bought.
What was the last one I just bought? It wasn't High West. It was like a $40 bottle. I'm blanking. Okay. But yeah.
Well, I freaking love this.
No, Bullet's great.
I freaking love this so much right now. So I think go dogs. Okay, so there's all right. Y'all. The most expensive rye bottle that this Joker's had is $40. Yeah. Just hang on just a second.
I'm a cheap dude. Like even when I
know, but you love rye.
Yeah.
And let me go ahead and tell you something. We're going to try some rye, baby.
I'm like nervous about this.
Oh, man.
I'm a little nervous.
Oh, man.
Where did you get this?
Where did I get what?
Hold up.
You're my boy, Blue. Okay, so this is...
You're my boy, Blue.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. All
right, so I have a 2020 handy, which actually has... Like the guy back there.
Is that guy?
And then so this is the 2019 one right here. So this is a Buffalo Trace antique collection. Have you ever heard of Buffalo Trace antique collection?
Well, not antique, but I've heard Buffalo Trace.
Right. This is their limited release every year. Let me see this. Yo, this one's cool. Yeah, this one's clean.
It's fun.
I didn't use that one. So yeah, so this is a limited. Yeah, so just smell that, and I'm so in this right now. You love rye.
This smells like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Okay, I need to pour some.
No, this smells like Thanksgiving.
I'm like Thanksgiving.
This smells like sweet potato casserole.
Potato casserole.
Yeah. No, this smells. It almost has like a. Yeah, it's got a cinnamon.
Oh.
It's definitely it has a cinnamon.
Okay, the sweet potato casserole.
Yeah, it's got like a brown sugar cinnamon vibe. Yeah. It smells like that stuff.
I can totally get behind that. Thanksgiving. I actually appreciate that note.
No, this is like a perfect.
I kind of get what you're saying.
Drink.
Like, dude, yeah, this is, you definitely want to have this between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should just not drink it except during that time frame. Hot? Too hot?
No, that's perfect.
Is it pretty good?
Oh my gosh.
Mm. All right.
As soon as it
What do you
hits
love
your
it?
throat, okay. As soon as it hits your throat,
What does it do to you, like your tongue though? Because it hits your tongue first.
it feels like the first time you're able to speak for the first time in your life. You're like, oh, these are sounds that I'm making.
Yeah.
No, it's got more of a cayenne. It really does. It has more of like a burn than a high west.
Okay.
It's got more of a spicy, like my tongue and the back of my throat are completely lit up in a good way.
I kind of get like
It's
some
almost like
clove,
yeah.
a little bit of clove to it, cinnamon, clove for sure.
It's like what
almost a
Fireball
little
wishes
floral.
it was.
But dude, it's so like on the palate, like it's as soon as it hits my tongue, it feels oily and leather. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's dry and
Yeah.
thick, but it's oily. Like it's got this cream, like it lingers too much. You know what I mean? Not too much. It lingers a long time.
It just smells like barrels.
Dude, we've had one sip and it's lasted us like 3 minutes. Isn't that crazy?
How did you know to pull that though? Like what made you think?
You just said you like ryes, and this is like literally one of the notorious ryes of the year to get in America.
How long have they been around?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to
I
that.
don't know.
10 years, 12 years, 13? I don't know.
But it tastes like it's been around for 100.
Oh, how long has this been
Like that
aged? This is 6 years old. Isn't that crazy? Pretty young. But it's cast strength straight. Well, not straight out of the barrel. It's a big old batch. But they take them all out of the barrel and batch them.
I mean,
pretty solid, huh?
no, that's intense.
Jason Newman, thank you for the $5 foot long man.
Here we go, baby.
Hit the staves and grain for a warm up. Yes.
Yeah, this is like this puts somebody in their place for rye.
So the staves and grain isn't down here. I've got my last bottle over there, but I'm not gonna open it because I have like 3 bottles upstairs, I think.
I'll do it right
now. So you love this?
Yeah, no, now. I don't know if I could sip it all night long though.
No, you would be.
I would be gone.
Donezo.
I'd be gone.
Now.
Okay. Question.
Yep.
Ryes. Could you explain their origin of like you have whiskeys and you have I just like I don't know, it's something because like I like that when if I meet someone that's a bourbon guy, they're like, "Oh, well, bourbon."
Okay, so a bourbon has to be 51% corn or more. Okay. A rye, I think, has to have 51% rye or more to be considered a rye. So that dominant grain, essentially. So you got a rye whiskey. It's going to be 51%. Now you could still have a high rye bourbon, which would be less than that, dominant grain status percentage wise. You know what I mean, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you can. Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
You've never told me your story.
But they know that one.
Yeah.
Are you ready? So this is 2020. So this is 2020.
That's 2020?
No, we just had 2019. We're about to have 2020. This is the same exact. Not same exact. That's a lie. This is the same line a year apart.
Okay.
Still 6 years old.
I mean, it smells like. It smells like
the first one had the first one had a stronger nose.
This smells more
which
like
is odd.
Okay, when you come downstairs, your family's cooking up some food, you eat it, and then you're about to take that nap, midday nap on Thanksgiving. That's what this smells like. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just the same. Vanilla, more vanilla for me.
Yeah,
more vanilla.
So what role were you in Mean Girls 2?
So I played the lead Mean Girls boyfriend.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
No, you don't. It is on Netflix.
You get some mailbox money from that.
Yeah. Still to this day. It's random. Like usually right after summer is when the mailbox money comes. Because
we're getting close, baby.
Yeah, all the kids. I know.
Are you gonna take me on a date when you get it?
Yeah.
Great.
It'll be good.
Great.
'Cause I
Where
did
are we
that when
gonna
I was-
go?
I
What are we
did-
gonna do with the kids?
Probably Maggiano's.
Just drop them off at an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, we'll go to Maggiano's, and me and you will go to Cheesecake Factory. Sounds like a good spot.
Can we reverse that?
I don't want to go Maggiano's.
That's gonna reverse it. That's not. No, I don't want to do that.
All right, fine. We'll go.
All
to,
right. What do you
yeah.
think? All right.
All right.
Have you tasted it?
No.
Way less spicy.
Way less. But as soon as it hit my tongue,
Yep.
hold up. Wait a minute.
Put
Yeah.
a little love in it.
Hold on, dude, that's way lighter.
right.
Night and day.
Would you believe me if I said that this was higher proof than the other one?
No,
Well, it is.
Still don't believe
It's
it.
129.
Even if I read the bottle, I'd be
The other
like,
one's
"No."
125.4. They're real close, but it's 129.
Okay, so I'm into the theory of everything when it comes to this. So I want to know why does that one taste like it?
So
is
many
like
different things.
1,000% alcohol.
So many different things. You're thinking. I mean, it could have been the way the seasons were. Were there more hot days? Were there more cold days? Was it a very mild summer? Was it a very mild winter? So like it's
Right.
all dealing with that. So I mean, they're probably stored very similarly in the warehouses or the rick houses.
But that
Or they
is
store
not,
the-
that is completely different. Like this one had more of like a
Yeah.
vanilla aroma.
I
as
mean,
soon as it
too,
hit
like
my
you have to think
tongue.
like these barrels are being put by hand too, so there's gonna be some variance. You know what I mean? I've seen them. I mean, they're super fast and they're doing it like crazy, but I mean, there's room for error, you know. So you've got different barrels. They might leak because of that, or they might, you know,
I would. Okay.
it depends on two. Here's another thing.
All right.
It's like where the majority of these barrels pulled from and more of an exterior part of the rick house versus the interior.
Mm-hmm.
The interior, just like this basement, this basement stays colder in the summer, and warmer in the winter because it's closer into the interior.
Makes sense.
So there's less change.
Mhm.
So it's like in the winter, it might be 55 degrees down here if we didn't have the heat on. You know what I mean? And it could be, 20 degrees outside. But it's just gonna,
But that can change
because you're holding that ground heat and stuff like that. So more interior, you're just gonna have less variance of the changes. Now, the exterior of the rick house and the higher floors, heat rises, right?
Mhm.
And so unless it's a climate controlled rick house, which there are some out there, but if it's not, then that heat is just going to rise like crazy. So you're gonna have a lot more wood expansion in the top of a rick house. And so when you have more expansion in wood, the pores in the wood open up more. So they're going to suck more whiskey in. So a 6 year rye on the top floor might have the character of a 10-year down from an interior floor or the interior placement of a rick house. So anyway, when you're dealing with big batches like this,
yeah.
So let's just say they take, 100 barrels, it's more than that, but
Yeah.
let's just say it's 100 barrels of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, honestly, it could be close to that. About 100 barrels of this, and they take all 100 barrels and they throw it in the vat. Now, you might have evenly distributed higher rick house barrels and lower, or it might vary one way or the other. Like, was this taken from, and it could be like 2 rick houses down too, depending on the distillery. Are they aging the same type of product, limited series product in multiple rick houses, So, I mean, that's another whole variation because where is that rick house turned? Where are the more of the windows at so that the sun's getting in more? Like, there's so many different variables.
And they plan for that, I'm assuming. Like when they build.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
I've been to Bullet. Bullet.
I would say for right now,
yeah,
100% they planned for that. When they first started making whiskey,
I had no idea.
I don't know. I would assume that they obviously figured it out because I don't know how bourbon was figured out. There's many different stories and people, different brands fight for the right to claim that their, legacy came up with bourbon. But yeah, I mean, what was the specific?
We were just talking about first how it's why these differ so much, even though they're a year apart. And we're explaining how sometimes there's the expansion.
Oh yeah. So you got different rick
the
houses.
inconsistencies.
You got people. Yeah, you got the distilleries
But here's the
aging in
deal.
multiple different ones.
So 2019. If I haven't been drinking for a minute, I'm going with the 2019. If
That was the 2020.
This is 2019.
Yep.
Sorry, my bad.
That was the first one.
Okay. If I haven't been drinking, I'm going with 2019.
Okay.
Just because I want more of a reminiscence of what it felt like to have a first drink. If that makes any sense.
I don't. Yes, it does, and I'm very attracted at what you're saying right now.
Sorry.
I want you to keep on.
But and then if I've been drinking, I'm going with something way smoother, which would be the 2020.
Isn't that crazy?
No, it is.
It's higher,
and it's blowing my mind. So Matt, how did you? Let me ask you.
I'm leaning towards 2020.
How did you get into the acting world?
What are you talking about?
Because Matt hasn't told you Matt's an actor.
I'm not.
No, you are.
Well, there was that one time I smoked a cigarette on that Disney movie.
Now explain.
I was in a movie called what was
it
called?
Big Fish?
Huh?
Were you in Big Fish?
No, As Dreamers Do. It was about Walt Disney.
Hold on, what? I don't know the story.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it.
There's nothing to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to watch it. You just got to look for As Dreamers Do on Amazon Prime or whatever it is.
Is it on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Is it on Walt Disney? Oh, it's probably on Disney Plus.
No, it's not on Disney Plus. Are you kidding me?
They didn't get the rights. It was a hard.
Did you know that Walt grew up he started Laugh-O-Gram Studios back in the day.
Are they asking questions?
And Disney, and Disney didn't even go after that trademark. My boss has Laugh-O-Gram Studios. He was like, man, it's just sitting there. I'm going to grab it.
No.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's a movie in itself.
I know my boss is super smart. It's great.
Yeah.
We're also on one of the biggest Walt Disney World podcasts. We're hosts on that show. Logan, the main guy, obviously. Will is also on there. And then there's Terry, and then there's just me and Matt Lott. Me and Matt Lott, we fight for, a couple of.
I feel like Walt Disney or Disney owns everything. It's some.
He doesn't own Facebook.
We don't know. Probably owns the Oculus. We're gonna come to find out, that's Disney.
I heard Facebook's getting into wearables.
What does that even mean? Is it gonna be like T-shirts and some?
No, I think
Amazon's opening retail stores, which doesn't make any sense, even though everything's online.
No, I think they're going full on VR or something. They got the Oculuses, but I think they're going next level, man.
That freaks me out.
Like glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's
whatever happened to Google Glass?
I know.
Google Glass. I got choked up.
Google Glass.
Dude, doesn't this make you salivate?
A little. Well, yeah, I'm used to it by now.
Yeah.
All right, let's do another one real quick. Or do they have any? Did they ask questions?
Yeah, I mean, they're talking.
All right, what are they talking about?
I don't have time to go through this. So they're saying go dogs, pumpkin spice. Were you a mean boy? Were you a mean boy? What?
I was a mean boy.
Worst date ever?
Yeah.
He's saying when I said you want to go on a date.
It'd be a great
Eric
date.
Smith sucks.
It'd be a great date.
He just turned 12 and he's thinks he can drink. And I'm like, bro, you have 9 more years to go, you freaking idiot. All right. The mini ones all right. So Jason Newman super chatted earlier, $5. Right. So he's the only super chat. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give him two things up on here.
All right.
The mini ones I've used, 2 liter or smaller, are nice, but they leave a distinct taste to them. I'd recommend 5 liters used from a craft distillers if possible. There's fairly easy to come by. We don't have any context for this.
What many ones are we talking about?
Oh shoot! I think he's out. No, he was talking about
there's a conversation happening.
He was talking about the mini barrels. I think they were talking about aging there. Oh, dadgummit, Tammy.
What other flavors will you get on Rise? Greeze.
What other flavors you get? Oh, I do. I get a It's a candy of some sort, with older rye, 6 years and up rye, and I say older rye, but anything 6 years or older, I start getting this candy finish on. That's almost like. Do you remember those just classic red lollipops?
Oh yeah.
That's what I get on it. Like not like yeah, just like a couple of seconds in, I'm like, it's just got
almost like
that
a-
candy sweetness back mid palate, even though sweetness is more on
It
the
almost
front.
tastes like
but it's fine.
syrupy though. It's
Hmm?
almost like a syrup flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's
Like a
it's like
cherry-
after hitting like Robitussin back in the day.
Yes, dude, Robitussin.
But it's without the medicinal
Yes,
flavor, but it's
yeah.
more that dark cherry, like, but it just lingers
Dude, I
at the
have
tail
the
end.
worst Robitussin story in my life.
I don't think you do.
You want to hear it real quick? All right, so I'm coughing up a storm. I'm probably 12 years old.
Okay.
Coughing up a storm, and I would sneak downstairs because that's where I felt the most safest in my house.
Downstairs?
Yeah, downstairs. So I left my bedroom, and I kept coughing and couldn't stop. So I went downstairs and sat on the couch. And
You were having a panic attack.
Well, no, hold on. It gets worse. So I'm coughing on the couch, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep here and cough. And then my mom, I could hear her toss and turning because their bedroom, my parents' bedroom, was downstairs.
Okay.
So I hear her toss and turn, and I'm
So
like,
you didn't want to go all the way to the room.
I
And
didn't.
upset them.
Yeah, because I'm 12
But
years
you're
old. I'm
just like,
hey,
you know
I'm
gonna
gonna,
go on
be
the couch.
I'm gonna be an adult here,
Right.
but I'm not.
I'm not gonna wake him up.
Yeah.
But I am.
So I
'cause
hear
I'm
her toss
coughing.
and turn it, and my dad opens the door and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I just kept coughing, and I was like, "What?" And then he turns around, and my mom, he's like, "What's wrong with him?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a problem. This is really bad." And then I hear just tussing. That's all I heard. I was like, "What tussing?" I was like, "What's that?" So he goes in the kitchen. I'm like, "What?" And I hear the drawers opening up.
Do they think you're having an allergic reaction or something?
No, they knew that I had like bronchitis of some sort, which I actually did.
Oh,
Eventually
okay.
found out that I did have like some form of like a little bit of bronchitis.
Right.
But he just feeds me Robitussin. I'm like,
Okay.
what
Is
is
that how
this?
you lost all your weight and got big
Yeah,
muscles?
Completely. So we found out that it was a steroid.
That and cottage
It was a
cheese.
steroid, and it was also radioactive.
Well, it's cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
You're
good
super
culture.
into
If you
cottage
guys
cheese.
If you guys want some cottage cheese, it's good culture.
It is.
You
Dude,
did
we
it clever.
pounded chicken tenders so hard tonight.
Yeah, well,
You did.
I had two.
You had two? Oh, I had like 6. But I didn't have any cottage cheese earlier, buddy. Are you kidding me?
I did destroy some
I only
fries.
eat one meal a day, dude. Let me have my
I know.
6 chicken
I
tenders.
know when you told me that too. I was like, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Dude, Tammy is bad A, by the way.
Give him some daggum
golly. Give him
I'll
some.
rye. Daggum, I'll show you. 12
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, Taylor.
All right.
On that table
Fine.
over there's like a green lid. There or like a green olive green. It's on the far end, I think. It's gonna be on that end.
She's not.
It's got Kentucky Owl on it. Hang on. I might just have one up here.
There are so many.
Oh,
There's a lot.
I've got I've got it right here. What
my
batch is
gosh.
this? Batch 3.
Batch 3 Robitussin.
Batch 3, 114 proof.
Oh, dude,
I actually
that looks straight up like syrup.
dude, this is a 10-year rye.
Let's see.
I don't have. Oh
see it.
shoot! Hang on, I got a better one.
Look at this. What is this?
I would put that down.
Why? How much is this? This episode is brought to you by Canada.
That
D.H.
goes for about
Taylor.
$9,000.
No.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
it does.
Can I open it?
No, I would put it down.
This goes for $9,000? Dude, how many do you have?
Here. I need you to drink this. This is Kentucky Owl rye. This is an 11-year rye. I think this one's gonna do well. I think it's gonna do well. Eric Smith, solid use of a super chat. If you ever have a YouTube channel, I will super chat you the same courtesy because this was a great decision. Oh,
right.
okay. Sorry, Jason's
First
got another.
up.
One. Jason's he's very much hogging. But I did find out that I think Natalie gives Jason like a $20 a month budget. For super chats. I don't know. Greeze, I'm very impressed how focused you are when you're driving the bus. If Will sees this, you may lose your job as the wild card. Jason, we haven't been pounding whiskey.
No.
Like we were one pour in upstairs,
Yeah,
and we came down here to look at it, and
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I want to hear your story.
Well, I'm naturally like drunk all the time. So
Right, just because of your muscles and like you lift weights. You know what I'm saying? Like when Arnold Schwarzenegger is like,
No, it's the
it's like
creatine.
it's
It's
like
it's
100%
creatine. If anyone's ever jacked, and you're like, oh, it's usually creatine. Just be like, are you on creatine?
Okay, so you don't do creatine.
I do creatine.
Really?
That's what it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, I
I'm
just thought you
joking
did
with you. It's
cottage
like-
cheese.
I do cottage cheese.
Do you mix the
Okay.
creatine with cottage cheese?
Sometimes if I'm feeling spicy.
Dope, dude.
All right. I can already tell this. Okay, this brings back a lot of memories of.
Of what?
I'm not liking
When the
it.
first time you met
Yeah,
Taylor?
no, I'm not liking. Okay, I don't know yet. I don't know.
All right.
I can already tell you right now, though, my nose is not super into it.
Are you?
I 100%.
Yeah, Taylor's pissed, dude. She
All right, we'll
is
see that. We'll
not-
see. The smell though alone, I'm like, this smells like it's gonna do some damage.
What do you mean damage?
Going down.
Oh, you're saying this feels rough.
Yeah. No, it smells rough.
All right, so you're getting okay. Hang on, pause.
All right.
This is a great. This is a great.
All right. Real
Can
quick.
you? Nope, that upside down glass.
Upside down.
Yep, give him that. Now pour what you have in here
Yep.
into that glass, and I want you to smell it again. It's not even going to smell like the same whiskey, guaranteed. Slosh it around. Slosh it around.
Because of other.
Coat the coat the. No,
What?
not because of that. It's just strictly based on the glass. We just did a freaking episode on that. Smell it. I bet you're getting a.
No way.
We got a lot more oak the other day. Taylor's like, give
Hold
me
on.
this.
Hold
whiskey.
on.
She wants to smell it.
All right, straight up.
Straight up, what? Oh shoot, dude! We did like an hour-long episode, and it was amazing. Like,
All right, that's floral. That's 100% floral.
floral. Okay, we've shifted. What was your first note? What was the note? Now here.
Acid.
Now listen to this. Smell it.
100.
Smell it. Smell it. Now dump it in here, and then smell it again.
I mean, right now it's starting to smell like hand sanitizer.
Swish it. Swish it.
All right.
Swish it. Now smell it again. How
All
different
right,
is that?
first note. First note that
Wait,
I'm getting.
but how different are they?
First note is oak.
On this glass?
Yes.
Or on
that
both
one.
glasses?
That one. No, that one was hand sanitizer. And I'm not sure if it was because it was like disinfected and it was
Well,
probably,
okay, so it's
Thank God I didn't
it's
take a sip out
pushing
of it.
it's pushing a lot of things towards your nose.
Yeah, this is
the
oak.
the Glen.
Oak.
Okay, so the more open mouth, you're getting more complexity in the notes. All right, now I want you to sip it. Pour it in there. Let that sit. You can still hang with it.
What does that taste like?
Ooh,
This sounds weird. Is this going to be a first? This is going to be a first.
so,
That tastes like meat.
so you're just like a more savory.
That's very
That's
savory. I'm
that's
sorry.
another way of saying that.
Yeah, dude, that tastes
Tastes
like
like meat.
meat, man.
See, I'm getting complete opposite. I'm getting like dark cherry.
That I would relate. That's very meaty though. That's very savory.
It is.
Yeah, because it's tarty. It's very tart.
Yeah. Yeah. Now what are you getting out of that glass?
Literally a dark cherry.
Yeah.
Dark
Okay,
chocolate cherry.
so very way more similar on the palate than on the nose.
Smell those floral. That's 100% floral.
You
I don't know,
forgot
I
you
get-
forgot how high proof that was, and you just shot too much of it, didn't you?
What's the proof?
114. You're used to 100 proof. I'm just saying. All right. I think that was a good night.
I feel like my tongue is on fire.
Fire. All
I
right,
feel
guys.
like I just got poisoned.
I thought this was fun. I thought I'd hop on here, knock it out.
Maybe
And
next
thanks to
episode we'll talk-
Jason, we
we'll-
made like $15.
Well, maybe next episode we'll talk about acting and why you shouldn't get into the business.
What are you talking about?
Nope. Yeah, well, you know, maybe another.
What are you talking about, man? Net 30, bro.
Yeah, net 30. Not even net 30. No, you
You say no, man. 2
pour,
weeks.
hold on, you pour your heart out and then you hear nothing.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Greeze Venmoed me $5 to send this $4.99 super chat. Let him try some midwinters, dadgummit. Don't use nutmeg and dressing instead of sage. Okay, Zachary Jones. He just went deep cut right there. I do have a midwinters, but I think we're done.
Yeah, that,
We still have never had Kentucky out. One day when we win the lotto, LOL. Leon and Trisha.
Dude, I feel like I have
Um,
heartburn.
The next Nook party, you're coming and you are going to do it. All right. Love y'all. Mean it. Bye.